Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Material Energy Hypercubed. In the last episode, we were exploring one of the bonus spatial storage, the community spatial storage areas. We were exploring memories, and we also looked at InSwirl, but memories was the more fun one that we actually kind of did things in, and it was a really cool story and kind of sad, but. We are back into our base, and we're going to give up adventuring for probably the next 2 episodes, and then we'll get back into adventuring, and then we'll just kind of bounce back and forth as we need to. One of the big things that we need to work towards is getting more cookies. And can we make 2 quadruples? No, we have like half of the wheat we need. Can we make 1? We can make 1 quadruple compressed cookie. So I'm going to go ahead and have the system make that. We are still growing wheat down here, and it is still taking forever. This guy is working just fine. We have our watering can reinforced, which is helping quite a bit. But obviously it's only going to help so much. And yeah, everything is pretty much good with the farm. Now one of these days we're going to automate things. I added a little bit more automation here just to deal with getting all of these ores, and it's going to break down any and all cobblestone that gets made from breaking down the raw ores, because sometimes you get cobblestone from them, so it's going to break that down to sand. Is sand going to become anything else? Sag mill, it's going to become silicon, so we're going to have silicon. That's fine by me, to be perfectly honest. So that will eventually get processed, and then we can just throw all this stuff in here, and that's just going to make a bunch of ores. So pretty much as soon as this is done, I'm going to move the stuff over, and this is pretty much what I'm going to start working on from now on, is just kind of throwing in a bunch of ores in this chest, and then the finished process in here. I could probably I don't want to automate get these 2 switching, because if we put ores in here, this will just process the ores 1-to-1, whereas this will will double or more, plus give us chances of extra ores for some of the stuff. And it's good. It's better to use the sag mill and then alloy smelter. So I don't want to risk any overlap. But yeah, so today we are going to be going over to the chemistry, and we're going to be working on some chemistry today. I think that's going to be the best thing to do, and it does require a lot of power. How is this guy? This guy is still charging. Wow, really? How is our... I actually want to go make sure our reactor is doing fine. Plenty of power, and it's producing. Not very much right now because we're not using much, so it's only producing what it needs to. We don't really have much as a power tap. There's not too much in terms of we're not really losing any. We have only a little bit more yellorium, so yellorium might be something we want to process a little bit more. Let's go back to the observatory and see. Actually, what am I doing? I have wireless. Let's go back to the reactor and see how much yellorium do we have. We have 118. So let's take. Do we have any ore? No, but I can get more ore. So if we need it, we can get it. Let's go ahead and top these guys off, and we'll just put as much yellorium in this thing as we can and forget about it. So hopefully that'll be fine. We'll find out eventually, I'm sure. So let's go back to the chemistry, and today we are going to be doing a bunch of chemistry quests, because we might as well. The first one that I want to work on, I think, is the retinol. So we need 10 retinol, and I have the recipe right here. It's going to require a lot of carbon, a lot of oxygen, and some hydrogen. We need the hydroxide ion, which is not too bad. So if we need 10, we need 10 of those. So let's go ahead and get that. Let's see, hydrogen. And let's see, chemical synthesis, so OH. So there is 10 hydroxides. So that goes in there, and we'll put that in there. So we need 29 hydrogen and a bunch of carbon. Now these guys are giving me a lot of different things. Let's just put this stuff in here. So if we want, let's see, we could break down the xylitol. I have a bunch of water we could also break down. So this stuff will work just fine to give me a bunch of hydrogen. And we need 29 for each one. So we need basically, so if we need 10, we need basically 5 stacks. So there's 1 and 2, and there's 4. I can break that down. So yeah, that's gonna be close enough. And let's see, what's gonna be something nice and plentiful that we can break down? Can we break down bows? I don't actually think I've tried. You can, and that's gonna give us a lot of carbon and hydrogen. It's gonna give us a lot of the basic stuff, plus nitrates, which is actually pretty nice. We can go ahead and break those down. Apologies if you can hear my headphones. I'm readjusting them. They are uncomfortable. So we could break down bows. Does it work with bows that have durability missing? No, we'd have to repair them. That's fine. What's something else we have a lot of? You know, I have a bunch of bedrock. We could probably complete a bunch of quests that require bedrock. We do have a good bit of coal, but I'd rather not touch things that aren't necessarily renewable. So wheat would be something that we could potentially work with. Stone is always good. Wood is something we could do. We have a bunch of ME interfaces. Wow. I will never have to make those. That's kind of nice. Nether wart. Let's get 16. Let's see what this gives us. So this gives us cocaine, hydrochloride. Let's decompose those because that's going to give us a lot of stuff. And let's decompose the cocaine. So there's all the hydrogen we're going to need. And carbon, we need 20. So basically every stack is 3. We need 6, 9, and then we'll see how close we are with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we need just 8 more carbon. So I literally have 1 less. Let me throw that in there, and there is the retinol. So hydrogen chloride. Let's go ahead and make that. That should be everything we need for this. And that's going to give us some cookies, some golden carrots, and reward bags. Cool. Now, retinol is basically this, if we eat it, is night vision. Now, I can get all the carbon and stuff back, so I'm not really worried about like losing the carbon. It's just really kind of a annoyance. Let's throw like most of that in there, and you know what? We're gonna decompose some of this. We're gonna get gold, and we're gonna get retinol. So we're gonna get a lot of gold from this, stacked from 16. So that's pretty nice. Then we have a good reward bag. So what do we have? Chains. These are used to make chainmail, or we can decompose them, probably for just iron. Can we make them? Yes, we can. Okay. So then chainmail can give us steel. Because that makes sense. Oh well. That is kind of whatever. Let's go ahead and put that back. And the next thing that I want to make is Entropotein. I have no idea. It is this quest, which is interstitial fibroblast in the kidney. Yeah, medical terms. Red blood cell production. I bet this is basically a health boost. Now we only need one of these, so it's going to be a little bit easier because this is a huge thing we need to make. So we need aspirin and testosterone. Okay, do we have some aspirin and or testosterone? We have aspirin. And we have any testosterone? We have one. So I believe we need just a little bit more of this. So we're going to need some carbon. Let's take half the retinols and we'll decompose them. Because that'll give us just a ton of carbon and hydrogen. So we're going to need 28 times 2 of the hydrogen. And let's put the hydrogen. Whoop, let's throw the hydrogen on the floor. And then we're going to need 19 of the carbon. Times 2. And then we're going to need 2 oxygen. And there's the testosterone. So I believe it's 3 of these, and 3 of these gives us the thing that does the thing. And that should be the quest. We're going to get 5 more of those and a red heart canister. And that's going to unlock other things. So we'll put this stuff away. And if we can put... Nope, not baubles. Alright, we don't need the red heart canister right now. So we'll put that away as well. Alright, something I actually want to see is... Can we... Cool. We can claim that reward. Manual detect. Doesn't seem to be working with that. We're not really supposed to be able to complete these, but I have bedrock, so... I mean, I guess... I don't know why that's not working. Whatever. That mod was removed from the pack, so that's why those are replaced with bedrock. It's supposed to be something you're not able to complete. Now we need carbon nanotubes times 5. That's expensive. But we can take a diamond, a single diamond. We can make diamonds from this, but we can take a single diamond and get 3. And there's 6. Alright, cool. That's a quest. Claim reward. And then we need to make the poly tool. That's the next thing. So we can get rid of these 2. So the poly tool is a lot of stuff. It is it's 4 stacks of the carbon nanotubes, which by the way is 4 stacks of carbon. So we need 16 stacks of carbon in order to do that. That is a little bit crazy. So we have a ton of diamonds. Let's just take 10. We have half a stack of diamonds left. Let's throw that in there and see how many we can get. So while we're doing that, we also need to make epinephrine, which is an allergic reaction type thing. So I have no idea how to spell half of these chemical names. You can't blame me for that. I'm not a medical person. I'm not a biology major. I have no idea how to do that stuff. So anyways, assuming that we have the power, there's the poly tool. That was easy enough. We can get that taken care of. Now, is any of these gonna do anything? No. They're all stable. We can put them in here. And the poly tool, while I've heard that the poly tool can be really powerful, I have no idea how to use it correctly, so I never use it. I'll be honest. We are not doing too bad for power. That didn't actually take that much power. Once this charges up, it has such a buffer that doesn't really matter too much. This guy, can we also charge him up? He can store a lot of power. So I don't really want to do anything with that. We are going to need to do some fusions. For example, helium. We need to make helium. There is no way to get helium. We have to make it. So easiest way is we go over here. We get some hydrogen. Where is it? Right here. We get 2 of these. How much helium do we need? So that is in the... Oh, it wants us to do in the fission. And then the fusion is for the pixel thing. But there's really no reason. Actually, that made the helium, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna use fluorine, lithium, and beryllium plus a reward bag, and then we need this pixelinium, which is 115. So we need to make things so that we can get 115. So, for example, tungsten is 74. What the fusion reactor does is it fuses the 2 atoms together. So if I put 2 tungstens in there, I would get whatever, what is it, what even is, 74 plus 74 is 148, but that's way too high. We need 115, so we need something around 60. So we could do gold, which is 79, so we need 6, we need 36. So there's iron, that's 26. What is 36? So I don't have, it is krypton. So we could do iron, and then if we could find 10, which I have actually, because MineChem was in the first material energy, I actually have the a periodic table somewhere in here, somewhere in my office, that I can just kind of use if I can find it. So let's just look for it. I will find that later. So let's see. 10 is neon, which is also not good. So we need something to add to 10. I mean, we have a helium. We could do 2 hydrogens and an oxygen, basically water. So we do hydrogen, that gives us helium, that gives us neon, that'll give us krypton, and then we do these, and that requires 4 million RF. So we'll need to charge that up, and basically as soon as it makes it, I'm going to cut the power. Just because I don't want to make any more. So that is stable, but it is pixelinium, something like that. We're going to get some bromine, we're going to get some zinc, and that's pretty much it for that. Alright, cool. So we put this stuff away. We've got a bunch of reward bags, and we have more things to make. So epinephrine is the next thing to make. That is pretty easy. Is that nitrate? Okay. So do we have any nitrates? We certainly do. Do we only need 1? Yes. Alright, so we need 9 carbon. Let's just grab carbon and hydrogen. Just a bunch of that. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. 1, 2, 3. And then nitrate, and there's epinephrine. So that was easy enough, and We'll claim the reward. Now we can make Symbicort. That is next, Symbicort. We also need to make oxycodone, which is a painkiller. It's a highly addictive one, but it is a painkiller nonetheless. Symbicort is... Oh, it's the asthma inhaler medicine. Okay. So I actually didn't know that. I've heard of it, but I didn't know what it was. Alright, so epinephrine we can just throw away in there. Great reward bag. So we're going to need to make some complex things. Let's start with the oxycodone. So we're going to need fibrin. Wait, isn't that from cobwebs? Okay, so if we had cobwebs, which, correct me if I'm wrong, that's just 5 string. So I have a crafting terminal right here. We can go ahead and make a cobweb. We can decompose that. We have the fibrin. Don't we need more than that? We need 2. So that's an easy way to get that. Just because it's gonna be, it would be a lot more complicated to make it. So we're gonna need those, and then we need potassium chromate, which I believe is, yeah, it's yellow. So do we have any like yellow colored stone bricks? Will these decompose? They certainly will. We'll get some lead. We'll get some potassium chromate. Cool. So I only need 2 of those. And clean that up. Potassium chromate. And there is the oxycodone. I'm saying that slightly weird, I believe, but you guys get the idea. So that's going to give us a yellow heart container. And yeah, uber pain med. And more of it. So that is kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and equip that and get more hearts. I'll throw those in there. So the other one that we need is the Symbicort, and we only need 1 of those, right? Yes. So Symbicort is omphacite. Okay, so this one we're going to need to make. It's calcium, aluminum, silicon, oxygen. And we're going to need 3 of them. So what was that called again? Something. Oh, let's Symbicort is omphacite. Phacite 4. So there, that'll be easier for me to look at, and then pyrope, which is fool's gold, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one. Yeah, it is a mineral. I believe pyrope is the main thing that makes fool's gold. Wow, I cannot speak today. Pyrope. I don't know how to say it. They're chemicals. Like I said, I'm not a chemist either. I'm a physicist. So, those are things I can't say. But we need to make this silicates. So do we have silicate? No, we have silicon though. So we're gonna need a bunch of that. We're gonna need some oxygen. Let's see, what else are we gonna need? For this guy, we're gonna need aluminum and magnesium. Do we have? Okay, we have some magnesium and aluminum. We can get aluminum, so we'll just decompose that. And then for the omnisite, we're also going to need some calcium, which is easy enough to get, and everything else is good. So in order to get this, we need 2 pyrope and 3 of the omnisite. So it is calcium, 1, 2, 3, aluminum, 6 oxygens, 6, 2 silicon, and then the aluminum, which is 1. So there's those. And then this is 3 magnesium, and then we need silicate, which is silicon with 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. No, wait, we only need 2 of them. Wait. No, we need 3 each, so we need 6. 1, 2, 3. So there's that. And then 3 magnesium, 2 aluminum. Cool. So we'll clear that out. We'll put those there, and there's the Symbicort. That was easy enough. And that is another reward. So there's one more. Way too much noise. Way too much noisium. Alright, this is a fake chemical. Not sure what it's going to do, but let's just get rid of all that stuff, and then we can come here and weigh 2. Yeah, weigh 2. It's noisium, which is 119. So we need 8 of those. So 119, we need to figure out what is going to give us 119. So it's 4 more than Pixelum. So gold is going to be a good place to start. We need 8 of them. Right? Yes. NS8, which that's silly. So we need 8 of them. So that is 119. So we are 40 away. What is element 40? Well, it's zirconium, which I don't believe Endstone will give you a chance. Anything with Endstone will give you a chance. What is that? Okay. So zirconium is not something we can probably do. So what is 14? Usually the lower the element, the easier it is. Yep, cool. So iron and 7, 8, and silicon. That's all we need to do. Where is all the silicon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So put these in here, and we're gonna need more power. So we'll just turn this on, and it'll make zirconium. Now this is gonna take a little bit of power, but that's okay. It's gonna be easier this way, I think, but yeah. For the time being, do we have any more Ender energy conduits? Yes. Let's boost this. Because that is going to be able to draw a lot more power. So there's all that, and then 4 million RF for each. That doesn't seem right. I guess this is, I guess that's 24 million that it has in there. So once this is done, we'll be able to complete pretty much all of the quests in this section. And yeah, that is not too shabby. So we have let's wait on the reward bags, because once we get this done, we'll get another reward bag. This guy, I just don't know why. Let's do something like that. Pick it up and see if that. Manual detect. Nope. No idea. What we might do is later on in the series, eventually once we find a lot of, if not all of the, what are they called? The trophies. What we can always do is we can go into creative mode. We'll basically go into cheat mode for the quest book, and we'll complete all the quests that are impossible to complete, just to see if there's anything after them that is possible. So that's going to be done in just a second. Are we running? We are running low on power. up here anyway. So we'll leave and it will kind of replenish everything. So that's going to take a little bit. How are we doing on power in general? Is this still full? No. That's probably a lot of the problem is, while this is great for just kind of getting power, it's kind of terrible at the same time. What we could do is add more reactor things. Do we have more? We have more yellorium fuel rods. We need, I don't know, we need more. I think, you know, can we get a ladder? We certainly can. So let's put ladders on the side of this guy. And yeah, so basically, unfortunately it's uneven, so we could put 2 right here. Do we have reactor? We could expand the reactor a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be the best way to do this. So let's go back here for a moment. We have so much ores. So let's put this stuff away. Maybe that's something we'll look into. Is there any other generators? There are plenty of generators. Those aren't going to work. Nether star generators could. High temperature furnace. TNT. Survivalist. Survivalist might also be good. And let's just get a little bit of coal. Can we use that? Or otherwise we'll do something like that. I have a bunch of coal ore to process, so that's something we can work on later. Let's go to chemistry, and we're just gonna augment this system a little bit. So high temperature furnace and a survivalist. I do not want that one. So the survivalist, will this take? No. How about this guy? Nope. Okay. So let's do 5 in each. So that's going to make basically almost half of what we have. And that makes a ton of power, but it makes it very quickly. And there we go. So that is taken care of. So this will just kind of charge this guy up. And then once he's full, we'll charge this guy up. But before we can, we need to do this. And that's going to make... Oh, it's not too bad. So way too much noisium. And that is right there. So we also need to make condensed matter. Alright, so what does condensed matter? So UUX. Let's just condensed matter. This is 125. So we have these. We could honestly just go ahead and decompose one of these. And 125, do we only need to make 1? Yes. So we need 6. Carbon? Haha, I kind of know the periodic table. How much power does that need? 5 million. And we are at a little over 1. So output, that is almost there. So that won't take too long. We're making quite a bit of power. Let's go ahead and put this away. We can eat and throw that in there, and that just made a ton of power. This thing is really, really good, but it's also incredibly bad because unless you're constantly feeding it power, it just doesn't work. If we get some coal, yeah, we can get a stack of charcoal because why not? And put it in here, and you can see it's making 2,000 RF per tick. So this is nearly there. but it eats through coal. So yeah, that is so much power. And there is the condensed matter. Alright, so quest. That is all we need. And then that's gonna go on to other stuff, which honestly we really can't handle right now. So we'll put that in there. What does it want us to do next? It's the bio modifier. So let's just take a look at it. Bio modifier. That requires 5 condensed matters plus caffeine, epinephrine, and that yeah, that stuff. So okay, that's not terrible, but it is going to require a lot of power. So we'll worry about that another time. Let's head back to the observatory, and we are going to we have our cookies. We have 8. Can we make one more yet? We're missing 100. That actually might be very soon, and then we can make the next tier. So you know what? Let's make. Can we make like 8 of those? Haha, we can. So that'll get it crafting. That'll take a little bit, but that's fine. So let's open all these rower bags. So we have 3 goods, chains, Gideon's dagger, and a whole bunch of power dynamos. We have 6 greater slimy saplings, quadruple compressed cookies, more, a bunch of world interaction upgrades. How is this doing, by the way? I haven't checked it in a while. It's sextuple. So I don't know, like, there is a like strategy to this. I think it's 5 plus 1 speed. 1 stack of speed upgrades will make it go faster. But I don't know. That seems okay though. Can we decompose these? Haha, we can, but they're not that great. Because just lapis, a little bit of wood, and iron. So let's put all this stuff away real quick. Alright, we have 2 more bags. So Origlass Scythe, we'll look at that, and then some resonant stuff. That's cool. They're all empty though, so that's boring. But that is kind of cool. We did have the Gideon's dagger. We've already had one of those. This guy, not very good. Alright, and then we have 2 epics. We have... Okay, that is really good. Do we have much pink stuff? We have pink stained glass. We had one of those. Do we have the nether star? Yeah, we've already gotten this, but what we can do... I wonder. Let's head back to chemistry real quick. And I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to let it connect. So that's going to produce a lot of power, but not that much. Okay. Generates 600 RF at 1 RF per tick. So what are things that are good? Most of the stuff is kind of bad. It looks like. Okay, never mind. It was worth a shot, but that is going to be going on for a little bit, just powering things up. And yeah, we'll figure out something with power later. Anyways, we can put that away, and we have another epic. That is pretty epic. So a stack of blaze rods, 2 stacks of ender pearls, a bunch of gas tiers, and energized water, which is used to make energy distributors and ender energy, and yeah, those are good. But this thing is made, it's pretty easy to make. We've made it before, I believe. But that's pretty cool. I like the gas tiers. So we can do that. Let's look at the cookies. It is still crafting a bunch of cookies. So we should be able to make, there's a quintuple. We need a lot of cookies in order to make the next set of things. Yeah, we need the septuple compress, which once we get it, we can get the ring of flight. I believe that is, no, we need 4 of them. Everything else is easy, but that is something that we're going to want. Otherwise, we make the octuple compressed cookie and we make the torturino, which makes everything go a lot faster, including our wheat production and all of this stuff. You ran out of power, didn't you? No, you ran out of... You don't have a hoe anymore. Okay, so... What is... Does this mod pack make vanilla items worse? No. So I could use a diamond hoe in there, or... Shiny. Shiny would be really good. Sanguinite. It's not worth it to use an Atlas or a Tartarite. So... How much shiny... do we have? We've got a good bit, so let's make 2 things. Let's make a... Oh, that is not platinum. Okay, never mind. Let's do this. So, do we have any blank patterns? No. Can we make like 10 of those? We're missing glowstone and Certus. I really need to figure out a way to get glowstone. We can chisel this. Alright, so we'll chisel this, and what we'll do is pulverizer is the best. And then we're going to need some Certus dust. I think next time what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of make a lot of things. We're gonna automate some machines. I think would be a good idea. So there's some of that, and there's this stuff. All right, so we need to figure out how to get glowstone, but let's make. We only need a few, so let's make like 5 of those for right now. Cool. So put those in there, and what we're gonna want is we're gonna want to make a diamond hoe. So what I'll do is just take this and make all these diamonds, and then we'll take our sticks and we'll make a pattern of that. So and I believe we just want to put that in one of our assemblers, and we're gonna come down here and tell this guy to keep a diamond hoe in here. We'll need to put a crafting card, but then the next thing is we can tell this guy push-pull. So what we'll need is a crafting card. Let's make that real quick if we don't have one already. So this crafting card, we need the basic card, so we need a calculation processor. So that'll take a second, but then I think everything here, we need a workbench as well, or a crafting table rather. Can we do this? No, dang it, I was hoping. So make one of these, and basically this will allow us to, we can put this in the interface and it will automatically craft whatever it needs. So we put this here and it will automatically craft a diamond hoe and keep it right there, and it'll only keep one. So when this guy runs out of durability, it'll immediately make another one. So that will speed our that'll automate that a little bit better, and everything will be good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time, like I said, we're gonna set up some machines to be automated, and probably won't do too much yet, but we're just going to set up some machines down here so that they can be completely automated and all that fun stuff. We'll probably put it over in this area. Or not. I don't know. We'll figure someplace out because we'll need to get power. That is a concern. And this doesn't have power. The only power is right over here. So, I don't know. We'll figure something out. We might not do that. I don't know that it's going to be super necessary. The only thing is like making things like glass and automating that kind of stuff. But I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to get some more ores processed and all that kind of fun stuff. And then, yeah, we'll figure some stuff out to do next time. We'll probably do some normal quests. So some of this stuff down here. And go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!